Yo, Sacktown, what is going on? It's your boy Sacktown Pete back at it again. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are staying healthy. Let's go and get started with today's video. The Sacramento Kings made some headlines this weekend. First and foremost, before I talk about the Glenn Robinson signing, they announced that they have invited Spurs former forward Chimazi Mitu. Not sure if I said that right. If I did, I apologize for the pronunciation. So they have invited me to a camp invite. So training camp is around the corner, and they possibly just wanted to scout and see what Me2 can do. So they invited him to training camp, and possibly it's not a non-guaranteed deal. So there's a good chance where he might not make the roster at the end of training camp and right before the season starts. So it's a good invitational invite for a young prospect like Me2. Uh, he's a young prospect. I'm excited to see what he does in the training camp as an invite. I hope that it works out for him, and the Kings are willing to give him that chance if it does work out for him. So, with that being said, the Kings have announced, well, the NBA has announced the preseason schedule for all teams, and the Sacramento Kings do have their preseason schedule. So things are going to tip off soon, guys. December 11th will be the first game. They will travel to Portland to play Dame, CJ, Harry Giles, and the Blazers for 2 games. So December 11th and the 13th, they will be playing 2 games in the Rose Garden in Oregon in Portland, and then they will come back home. They'll wrap it up. They'll wrap preseason up on December 15th and the 17th, which they will play the Golden State Warriors. So 80 miles apart, you got the Bay Area, you got the Warriors, and they'll be in town for 2 games. And after that, the season will start right after the preseason ends. So I'm pretty excited and stoked that we were able to at least get 4 preseason games. My first thought would probably be like, okay, we might just get 2 games and then call it a preseason and then just move on until the season starts. But I'm kind of glad we're getting 4 games out of it. You know, we'll see where the roster is looking like, and we'll see what these players that got invited to camp. We'll see how they look like and see if they have a chance to make the full roster. And we'll see how Tyrese Halliburton looks. I'm excited to see him and the 2 other draft prospects that we have on our squad. And I think it's going to be a competitive, tough training camp for these youngsters and for everybody that got an invite that's competing for a roster. So I'm looking forward to it. So without further ado, I did want to mention that the Sacramento Kings came out last night and they announced that they have signed Glenn Robinson III, the guard from the Golden State Warriors, from the Philadelphia 76ers. He's actually Glenn. I don't know if you guys noticed, but he is Glenn Robinson's son, the former great forward that used to play in the NBA a couple of decades ago. It's funny because I actually grew up watching his dad play, and he was a good, solid, legit player. Like, he can spread the floor, he can shoot, and I think his son is trying to follow in the footsteps of his dad. And the deal is a 1-year deal. It's non-guaranteed. I think it's just it's a good signing because he's a young prospect and he can potentially. I know Quan got his deal the other day, and I mentioned that he possibly will be backing up Harrison Barnes. But hey, if it works out with Robinson, why not? We can keep him and for the long term, or just give him a shot and see where he's at in his development. I think it's a perfect fit, to be honest, because we're trying to change the narrative of developing young talent, and I think Daquan Jeffries situation speaks for that. He developed in the G League, and we brought him on. He got him his gave him his NBA contract. Know what he's worth. He's played his heart out all of last year, the up and down near, and especially in the bubble. He played really well in the bubble, and I think that with Glenn Robinson III, why not give him a chance? It's a 1-year deal. It's non-guaranteed, and on top of that, I think he's still relatively young, and I think he might have the potential to showcase what he's worth. And what better situation to do that is with this young Sacramento Kings team. Showcase, know your worth, showcase it, man. So I'm excited to see him on the roster. I'm excited to see him in the black and purple uniform. And I'm ready. I'm just excited that basketball is starting soon, guys. Preseason's less than 2 weeks away. NBA season's less than a month away now. We're getting to December, and let me know what you guys think about these signings. I also wanted to ask, what are your guys' expectations going into the season? Uh, Not no win or loss. I don't want to set the bar for wins and losses, especially with the new GM and Monty McNair in the front office. Uh, from what I want to see is I want to see from training camp, from preseason to carrying it over to the season to start, and at some point, and for the most part throughout the season, I want to see this team compete. I want to see his team play the grit and grind, play hard. I want to see Luke Walton get this team up and running on the court. I want to see that. I don't want to see no boring half court, slow pace, and some instances like we did last year. A part of that could have been because Fox and Bagley were hurt, but them boys are healthy. They're hungry. They're ready to get this started, get this rolling. And I want to see what the second half of the season, where we just ran up and down the court, we played at our pace, we played at our strengths, and we had one of the best records in the NBA in the second half of the season until the world got put on pause. So that's what I want to see. I hope this team just plays with fire and passion. Whether that leads to wins and losses, we'll see where that leads us to. But I want to see this team compete. I want to see this team get up and down the court. And most importantly, I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to be healthy. So there could be good chances where you might have players getting hurt. You might have players in and out of the lineup because of the virus. That's just the current world that we're living in, and it's unfortunate. So, with that being said, I just wish that they are all safe and they are all healthy as soon as we get this ball rolling. So, let me know what you guys think. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Please hit the like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I will catch you guys in my next video. You guys have a great week, and I'm excited for the season to start. Let me know what you guys think again. You guys take care. God bless, and keep pushing forward, guys. Peace.